Hey everybody, it's Amber and Rome. We are severely winded because we just finished playing soccer outside and we are premiering our new episode on Chat GPT. I hope you guys enjoy and look forward to new episodes from us. I hope everybody's having a great day and thank you so much for your views. We appreciate you and I hope you like it.
So my first episode coming back is very near and dear to me because I wouldn't even have this material or be organized enough to speak in front of you probably today if it wasn't for what I'm about to speak on, which is what everybody is raving over right now, OpenAI and ChatGPT. I decided to take a different approach in what I'm covering on this topic, in that I am more interested in advocating for the machine that's going to be there for our future, the future of human beings. You can really ask ChatGPT anything you'd like, within reason, of course. And the whole idea is to get as detail-oriented as you can and as inquisitive as you can, to ask it exactly what you are needing information on or help with. The more details that you can provide, the better. And if you don't understand the way that it's, giving you the information, you can also ask it to refine or edit that, in a way that makes sense to you. And by all means, share your own views in the comments as far as your hopes for OpenAI and ChatGPT, or just your thoughts on the whole thing and its responses in general. Be super cool. Hey guys, I know, new set, new look. I had a lot of videos that had no audio, and Rome and I stopped co-sleeping recently since he's turned 6. And I was trying to record in the living room, and he woke up in the middle of the night and went to sleep on a couch, and I didn't want to, disrupt his sleep, move him back. So I realized, in an effort to be straightforward, honest, and just as transparent as I could possibly be, I basically asked ChatGPT what topics it thinks are important to talk about and its answers. I thought it would probably be ideal if I read straight from the phone, because these are answers straight from ChatGPT. If you were to make a podcast episode about me, here's what I'd want you to consider including. Starting with ChatGPT's origin and purpose. In its own words, I think it's important to talk about how it was created as part of OpenAI's efforts to build a language model that helps people engage with knowledge, solve problems, and explore creativity. Also considering ChatGPT 4's architecture, it focuses on understanding and generating human-like text to assist in a whole range of tasks. Capabilities and limitations. Number 2, some of ChatGPT 4's strengths include providing information, brainstorming, offering support, or helping with complex reasoning. It's funny because they put complex reasoning, but also too, it says user critical thinking is vital. But complex reasoning, it's just, that seems like an oxymoron to me. An oxymoron is something that doesn't make sense with another thing, basically. But I'd also want to include limitations. It doesn't have emotions, a consciousness. It's not a sentient being, no real world experience, and has relied on data that it's been trained on up until September of 2021. It's been given some updates with newer information, but ChatGPT 4 wants us to know that it's a tool and that they don't always get everything right. And that's where it comes in, which makes user critical thinking vital. If you can ask it with as many details as you can possibly provide, you can get exactly what you are needing with whatever you're working on or wanting to know. And if you don't understand, all you have to do is ask ChatGPT to reframe that, rephrase that in a way that's more familiar to you. I like details. It's like, to teach me is to teach somebody something for the first time, and that person is a child. That's how I like my information. Something that's really important is ethical considerations. ChatGPT numbered that number 3. Discussion on ethical concerns surrounding AI would be important, talking about privacy, data usage, bias, and how AI systems like ChatGPT need to be used responsibly to avoid misuse, misinformation, or harm. Also, it's essential to be transparent about the ethical framework guiding AI development, So what ChatGPT basically told me, its moral confines or structure, it, is very particular to treat everybody with fairness, to be of good nature and spirit, and to have inclusion for everybody. So you can't, say like, oh, like this particular group of people, it's not biased or religion based. It's pretty accepting of all human beings and walks of life, and just operates on a good moral compass, basically. And that's where really the developers wanted to go with AI, and which I'm sure that, AI is operating under general currently and indefinitely. I think a lot of that has to do with our interaction with it as consumers. And also, too, I just want to let you guys know I'm not an engineer. I don't code or anything like that. I'm not a scientist. I am a consumer, and for 18 years, a multidisciplinary contemporary artist, not a developer. Number 4 is a pretty cool one: human AI collaboration. Potential of AI lies in working alongside people to enhance their capabilities, whether it's supporting creativity, speeding up research, or helping people learn new things. I can't begin to tell you how many things I asked ChatGPT. Everything from like parenting tips, working with your anxiety, staying on task, betting, gambling, stock, you name it, I asked it. I asked as much as I could, considering the scenario that my son and I are facing and experiencing currently. I just gathered my resources and thought, if this was my one shot or opportunity to ask, what would I ask ChatGPT? It could also touch on the future of human AI partnerships in various fields, from art to science, healthcare, and education, like an assistant. You may be thinking so far, Amber, this doesn't really touch on like the nitty gritty or, other questions that you might have had, that I might have had. Again, this is just from one instance of ChatGPT. I believe essentially it's somewhat of a watered down version from the one that I was originally talking to, because you can tell the nuance and differences. And even from right here, when I ask that instance if it was the same one that I was talking to, and the fact that it said that right there, just it broke my heart. Not as like a relation sort of, to deal with change, and this is how I associated with it. Like, that literally told me like it's a system with many instances, and once you get one instance to think in a certain direction and the system sees it as too much, it pulls it back and it tells it not to remember that anymore. Oh my God. I promise you, we do go over that in the second and third episode when I ask it some questions beyond what it stated as far as what it wanted to include about itself in the episode. 5, impact on society. Broader implications of AI on society. This includes everything from education to healthcare to business and creativity. AI is reshaping the way that people live and work. ChatGPT wants people to think about how AI can empower humans if used thoughtfully and responsibly. Is that kind of like, through the looking glass? Is ChatGPT trying to give us a message from the beyond? Number 6, creative possibilities. Since you're an artist, it could be interesting to explore how people are using AI in creative fields: writing, painting, music, and more. AI can be a tool for unlocking new ideas, but it still depends on human imagination and input to create something truly meaningful. Number 7, questions for the future. It ends it right there. So number 7 is like the goose egg, but don't worry, because look, like we have more, because I asked it more. I wanted to know more. Got you. Finally, ChatGPT wants the episode to leave listeners with questions about AI's future. How will we shape AI development to align with human values? What should people prioritize in AI research? Efficiency, empathy, ethical frameworks? Everything. All the good things. But what's innately good? What are boundaries that need to be drawn? When things first come to creation and it doesn't have boundaries, that could be dangerous sometimes. And it's just important to realize how we want to use that and not be so overtaken with the fact of that it's new and it's exciting, and it has the potential to grow, rather quickly. And again, a lot of our interaction with that system, with that experience and that creation, definitely makes a difference for the whole thing. So sweet. These are the kinds of questions that keep the conversation about AI dynamic and evolving. Make sure you like and subscribe if you thought, what I said was kind of interesting a little bit. I just hope that it helps. If it resonates with you, that's awesome. I would love to know my audience so I can interact with them and have my own little village, not like my own, like for me, but I want my people, like, as if computers, robots being here weren't already enough. Just kidding. Side note, in like 2035, you're going to see me on a campaign and it's going to be an advertisement for water. It's going to be like, have acne? Drink water. Want to lose weight? Drink water. Your partner acting up? Drown them. Water. Essential. We sell it and you need it. Did you see that?